what's up YouTube? Bristol Scum here, unboxing a new white iPad 2 30GB with 3G capability. And before I actually open the box and look at the star of the show, I thought we'd have a look at the packaging itself and compare it particularly to the packaging of the first iPad, or iPad Classic as it's now becoming known amongst those who are in the know. So if we have a look at the original packaging here, you can see that this packaging shows a front view of iPad and the operating system, and the new packaging shows an image of the iPad 2 taken from the side. I personally prefer the original packaging. I think it's a more colourful picture, I think it shows a little bit more, but I can see why they've done this new packaging like this, in that the new iPad is particularly famous, has been marketed for its extreme thinness compared to the iPad Classic and other tablets that are available on the market at the moment. So it appears that Apple have specifically gone for this side view in order to maximise and present the iPad 2 in all its thin and slim glory. So if we move that out of the way, let's move on to the moment you've all been waiting for, the unboxing itself. So as we've already said, very minimalist Apple styling that you've come to expect with the iPad 2 taken from the side. If we turn the box over, nothing on the back, just your usual barcodes, warranty information, etc. And if we slice it open, we very carefully, not to damage the box, remove the packaging, turn it over, and there it is, the moment of truth. Before I actually go any further, I'd like to mention my friends over at www.ipad-stock.co.uk. I was able to purchase this iPad 2 with the help of my good friends at this website. It gives you minute by minute updates of online iPad 2 stock availability, checking all of the major high street retailers so you don't have to. Well done to all of the guys who work over there at www.ipad-stock.co.uk, the use of which website allowed me to go and collect my brand new iPad 2 32GB with 3G from John Lewis only this morning. So if we take the lid off, and I'll turn around so that you're seeing her from the right angle, there she is, the girl herself, iPad 2 in white, and what a beautiful looking piece of technology it is. So first of all, in all great unboxing tradition, if we just put the star of the show to one side and see what we've got in the box here, and we've got the usual additional things that you come to expect from Apple: the charger itself, UK charger, along with the adapter that goes on there and allows you to attach the USB cable and the 30-pin connector for charging and for syncing. And the only other thing in the box, quite minimalistic again, is the lead itself that plugs into the adapter, and the usual Apple instructions, which I personally think are completely useless. So we'll get rid of those for a start. And also, yawn, 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 the much lauded and much famed Apple stickers, which I think do nothing but make whatever you stick them on look incredibly tacky. So Steve, shove them where the sun don't shine. The only other thing in this packaging, because it's a 3G, it comes with the pin into which you can insert into the 3G SIM card socket, so that you can input your SIM card that you can buy from any major network provider on the high street. So if we move the box out of the way and move on to the iPad itself, white, as I say, with the menu button at the bottom, and the only other thing that is noticeable on the front is the VGA camera used for video calls. You've probably already seen on many forums the discussion around the cameras and the quality or the lack of quality that some people think these cameras have compared to other tablets such as the Motorola Zoom, the Samsung Galaxy Tab, etc. I believe Apple's thinking was that these cameras are specifically for video calling, FaceTime calling, Skype calling, etc., whichever application you wish to use, and the quality of the cameras suits the reason for which they were designed, i.e. video calling. If we turn the product over onto the back, you will see the Apple logo. It's not called iPad 2, interestingly. Apple have just stuck with iPad. We've also got the 3G part of the unit at the top here, the black plastic that the 3G signal is picked up from, and the rear facing camera as well, which is only, again, we've already discussed, the ability of the camera is only 0.7 megapixel. Also on the top we've got the 3.5 headphone adapter, which you can see just there, and we've also got the on-off put to sleep switch. If we turn the unit over onto its side, we've also got the volume rocker switch and the what is now back to a choice of orientation or mute, an option that Apple actually removed in one of their previous OS updates, and that was much criticised by a lot of people who actually said, well, hang on a minute, Apple, what if we want a orientation lock switch and we don't want a mute button? Give us the opportunity to have that. So Apple have actually listened to their punters, and they have now, in one of the more recent updates, allowed you to have that choice. I personally will be using that as an orientation lock. Much better when you're lying in bed surfing the interweb. And the only other things that we have on here, if you look on the bottom, the 30-pin connector for charging, the volume and the speaker has moved. You can see it on the bottom, it's been moved to the side here. And then the only other thing on the 3G model only, just there, is the little hole that allows you to put the pin in to open the 3G tray into which you can insert your SIM card. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much it. The iPad 2 32GB with 3G in white. So let's plug her in, charge her up, and see what happens. Mosh.